Oh snap. Oh snap. What's up, y'all? Welcome one, welcome all to the Jerkmonger Show, coming at you live from my studio in Tampa, Florida. I am your humble host, Elliot Fernandez, also known as the Jerkmonger. I want to thank everybody for showing up today. Those of you who are here, I appreciate you guys. I have my earbuds, not my earphones are not on properly. Just turned them on now. So this way people won't be coming in. Atomo, what's up, comics legend? Well, today we are working on my next project, which is not Atomo Comics Legend. This time we're working on another project that I'm actually going to be working on before I begin Atomo, probably later in the fall. This particular project is one that I'm working on with the famous, the amazing Doug TenNapel, creator of Earthworm Jim, the creator of Bigfoot Bill, the Indiegogo success campaign, Bigfoot Bill, which, by the way, if anyone is going to be coming in here, it's going to be right in your in the description. And what I'm also doing here, guys, is I'm clicking onto my deal here so I can launch my I can try to share this particular projecto. So I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to put it into my Instagram so we can have like a simulcast. I'm going to be simulcasting on Instagram and also on Facebook. I'm sorry, YouTube. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me make this effort here to go back to Instagram. So I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you guys so far. I have 6 people in the chat, on 7 people, not in the chat, but in my what do you call it? In my YouTube session so far. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to snap a shot of that. I'm going to add the link, web link, paste that there, and I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to type in here, check out my latest. I couldn't do this earlier. What is your friendly neighborhood? Kodiak in the house. What's up, Bear? How you doing, my man? EJ Moorhead says, oh, what up? I appreciate you, brother. My latest, I should just put here, comic project on Indiegogo, right? As you guys can tell, I'm super fast at typing with the creator of, let's see, how do I spell this? EARTHWOR, Earthworm Jimbo. Doug. He said he'd be coming in a little bit later. See link below. Anyway, I'm gonna hit done. Actually, I want to copy that here. Select all. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm taking a little while, guys. I apologize. Copy. This is what happens when you don't have your Instagram game on point. Let's see. Papa Kenisu, how you doing? Tomb says, hey all. Durkin or Draken says, hello, very good. E Ortiz says, wepa, hello all. That's what I'm talking about. Right on. And I'm going to go ahead and hit done here. And I'm going to just reduce this a bit. I'm going to put this to the side here. I'm going to hit to my story. That's a what's up. Okay. And then I'm going to also paste this into, oh, dang it. I did it wrong, but oh, well. I'm gonna gallery. We're gonna do this. No. Here we go. Taking a picture. Hold on. Everybody say cheese. Everybody say cheese in the chat. Say cheese. Everybody say cheese. All right. Thank you guys. You guys are great. I appreciate you guys. Very, very cool of you all to chime in there. Fix my brightness. I'm going to go in next. And I'm going to hit paste. See link in my profile. All right, done with that. We are done. Okay, cheddar. No, it's more like yeah. Oh. Okay, fuego. All right. So what do you have here? What we have going on here, guys, is the parts that I have pulled together so far. We have kind of come full circle on this part too. Oops, I'm on the wrong spot here, y'all. Hold on, give me a moment. We have kind of come full circle. I've been working on this in Photoshop, but I decided to go ahead and bring it in here in Clip Paint Studio, which, by the way, is going to be like working in the circus for me because I don't always work in Clip Paint or Clip Studio Paint. But there's no better time than the present when it comes to this sort of thing, because otherwise it's just a bunch of shenanigans, and we're not about shenanigans here. What's up, Rod? Well, how are you? Hey guys, just before we continue, I wanted to point your attention for the 17 people who are watching right now. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up. If you do like what you see or what you're about to get into, and trust me, you're gonna like it. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, and if you don't mind, share this with your social media. I mean, share with your people and all that kind of stuff. But also, if you look into the description below, there's a link to Bigfoot Bill's Indiegogo campaign. This is Doug Tenable's Bigfoot campaign Indiegogo. You can click on that and support that. He's wrapping that book up, so you guys want to get in on that if you can. It is shenanigans, right? You want to get in there if you can. The tip jar is there in case you want to send me a little hello, thank you for spending time with us donation. Also Patreon, you can connect with me on Patreon. I'm wrapping up my 80-page giant PDF tonight, so I should have that up and running by tomorrow. Also, you can check out my Instagram and also my web store. Oh, I neglected to set up my Instagram, so let's do that real quick. And this is gonna be the simulcast now, so I'm not going to be putting too much energy into everyone on well, I'll do my best. I don't want to be mean to people. So what we can do here for the people over on the Instagrams, as I like to call it. Let's see, I'm going to enlarge that here. I'm just going to let this zoom in, do the best that I can to make this work out. And we're going to keep rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling all week long. Tuesdays are right. Yusef, how you doing? Good, big, long time no see. Javier Salas, what's up? Death Deal Zero says, whoop, whoop. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this, let's see. We're going live. And I'm going live in 3, 2, 1. All right. Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's been a long time for you guys on Instagram. Check me out. I'm hanging out with my people here on YouTube. We are doing the do. What you're about to see is me working on some concepts for my next Indiegogo campaign. Those of you may or may not have known about my Black and Red campaign. It was very successful. I was very happy about that. And the Indiegogo campaign did so well that, I decided to keep trying my hand at this whole Indiegogo thing. And I'm pretty pumped up about it. I'm not going to lie. I'm jazzed. I feel like the crowd here on Indiegogo and on YouTube have been super and ultra supportive. And so I'm excited to participate in yet another campaign, and this time with the illustrious, is that the right way to say this? With Doug Tenaple of Earthworm Jim fame. He is my partner on this. He is the writer of this story. This is his original creation, and I'm working with him on this campaign. I'm going to be doing the art chores on this. And what you guys are going to be watching, he's probably going to jump on in a little while to kind of talk me through some new ideas. We're also going to be discussing and chatting about the project. And so for those of you who are on Instagram, I see you. Marcus, how you doing, brother? How are you? I love you, my man. See dual broadcast, very nice. I'm trying my best. Oh, look at you, Mr. Ortiz. So all right. So we're going to try to do our best. I'm kind of, how can I make this closer for you guys on Instagram so you can be part of the process? The light's going to kill you guys, but let's see if I can avoid that a bit. Maybe come over and under, over. Let's try that. No, let's try that. Let's give you guys a fair shot at this. The people on if you guys want to, there's a link in my profile on my Instagram. You guys can come. It's on my link tree. You can just go to my YouTube page and see my video from there. But anyway, So, anywho's, so what I'm also showing you guys here is that the concept I'm trying to play with here is that I want to. I'm excited about this project, and as you guys know, it can be rather difficult to create stuff and get it going and get anything moving on these platforms, our stories. When it comes to comic book work, it can be really, really challenging in producing the product. Timing is always a factor. We got to always be concerned about how much time we have. And so, as you guys know, I've always, and especially the people here on Instagram know, I've been playing around a lot in the past, over the last 5 or so years on Instagram, playing around with how to develop a smoother, streamlined style. I'm a big, big fan of animation, a big, big fan of animation studios and artists that are storyboardists. So I'm excited to kind of build into my process a look that is efficient and also appealing, right? So that's the goal. And there's something about this style that I'm showing you guys here. This is the style that I started when I first got the information from Doug about what he wanted to do with the characters. I started out kind of talking about this sort of thing. All this stuff is very tentative. These are just my notes, my thoughts. They're not really anything. They're just part of my overall thinking process for this project. But what I really am excited to do is to show you guys the advancement. I'm just going to use the main character here, and I'm going to show you with Doug's help. We've been kind of really trying to streamline this process a bit and get my characters to look a little different. So we started off with this look here, which is a little more modeled. I kind of wanted to start off. I started off with a look that had the this kind of more of like a Don Bluth approach to things, and that's still a thing that I enjoy. But I kind of feel like it's not totally there. It's not totally where it needs to be. Also, the character for this character wasn't quite right. I had envisioned her kind of like a little bit more of a loosey-goosey gal, a little sexy, a little too sexy perhaps. And so we're going to move into the style that's going to hopefully give me some better results. So this is the most recent version. And you can see I'm dialing it back a little bit here. And this is difficult for me, as you guys may or may not know. It's a challenge for me because, as you guys know, especially on Instagram, I'm always posting these more elaborate illustrations. Mr. Doug, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
So I am currently simulcasting on YouTube and on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
I want to introduce everyone to the amazing Doug TenNapel. Those of you on Instagram are not going to appreciate Doug. I'm going to show you a little picture of him. Maybe you guys might see him when he talks.
Yeah.
On my screen.
Yeah, the camera should point to me, right, automatically?
Yeah.
When I talk?
Yeah, on Instagram, though, I don't have it. There's no way to connect it. I'm using my phone on the side here. So we're...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so... Old school.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way you can do it on Instagram, so that I know of. So okay, so just showing everybody the process and kind of my progression here for this character, for example, and I've been mentored by the great Doug TenNapel.
Oh no, come on.
Oh yeah, it's true. And what you guys are seeing me doing here is I'm starting to develop probably a different look. So I like this drawing here, but we kept talking more about streamlining further, and the purpose of the streamlining is to get to a point where the task of drawing the character is as simple as possible, and it's more about telling the story more than it is trying to showcase, how pretty I can feather.
That's right.
Lines and such.
That's right. You're serving a person, and you're kind of, it's a combination like of what you want and what he needs to be.
Right.
See if I can do anything here. I don't know if I can even draw.
So Doug, I'm sharing my screen right now, but if you talk, they'll see you. So
okay.
I mean, what I might do is I might just point the camera to my screen on my phone so they can see our interaction. I'm not doxing myself, am I? No, I don't think so.
Is your home address on it?
No, it's good. It's good. So they can kind of see me working in real time, and you'll see you pop up. So the last time we spoke, Douglas, we kind of settled. We didn't settle necessarily, but we're still improving this. We do want to launch this sooner than later. So we want to try to nail this down as much as possible.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned to you in our interaction, I did get to read. Man, those treatments were fantastic
Oh,
for your
cool.
story. I was laughing at the donut shop.
Yeah.
I kept giggling. It was fun.
Yeah. I'm really, I'm pleased because that was written like a long time ago. And I don't know if
Yeah, it holds up. It holds up
I
really
did
well.
not know how well it would hold up. So I'm glad.
Very good.
Um, and mostly that's just going to be, that's kind of our dump file where if you see a good quote in there or something, we can pull it, or if there's a good character name, you can pull it. Um, Otherwise, it's just backlog stuff. It's more exploring what we don't want to do, you know.
Well, I found it. I thought all the characterization was good. There were I like the relationship between the blue hair lady
Yeah,
and that. I think did you read that comment I made?
I don't
Um,
remember.
it's okay.
Yeah, my mind is a complete wipe these days. So
And I want to thank Doug for joining me today, by the way, because he's been working nonstop for a while. He's also not feeling really well, but he's a champ.
yeah,
He's a champ of champs.
yeah, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Did you hear about
Oh,
that?
I
Did you
did.
hear?
I
Yeah.
know. I listened to it. I was cracking up. You guys went, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was loving it. That was great.
Brian is great. I always forget that it's him that's coming onto my. He invites me all the time, and I feel so bad now because I'm always like, "Who's this guy? I don't recognize his deal."
No, no, he's a good show. He's a hilarious show. That's why I'm
Yeah,
saying, you
yeah,
guys, as soon as Comicsgate realizes who he is, he can light up a show.
yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
that,
I'm
to
gonna.
me, that's the most important. And he can draw. I mean, dude, he's Transformers.
That's true. He draws Transformers. We're talking about possibly doing a show together.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great. You
Excuse
just need
me.
a bunch, people, a lot of the viewers, no offense, but they're boys. And it's like they just want to hang with men. It's like a cigar shop is all YouTube is. And just think of
Yeah.
all the other kind of, I don't know, kid face stuff, and the idea that they can hang with a bunch of artists who are not weird. I
Right.
don't mean
Right.
weird. I just mean like not, it's like you pay rent is what I mean. You're not in someone's basement. You pay rent. And I just think that's a people want to see, that you exist. I just think that's my opinion on it. Because 98% of my backers are men, guys.
Right. Right.
So I always want the show to be like packed with guys, and the audience, really enjoys it. I mean, we have gals show up, obviously, but so look,
Hey,
see how
yours is.
simple I'm going with this guy. You see
Yeah.
that? Like few
Well.
lines,
Yeah.
angles, and I'd like to. So if you look at your profile, it's a way better drawing than that 3/4 you did of him. The 3/4, especially the eyes. There's so many lines around it. That think of Mike Mignola. When you pull way out, what's his face going to reduce to? That's almost what you want it to be in the close up.
You talking about this one right here?
Yeah, his eyes are too close together, don't you think? For
Well,
a 3/4,
maybe.
that far eye would be rotating farther around his head. Don't you think?
Maybe. Perhaps, but I was kind of going for. What am I
His
doing here?
eyebrows be farther apart.
I was kind of going for like a Sly Stallone
Yeah, I
look.
know. But I'm just saying. And his eyes should be jet black. I don't like the colored irises hardly at all. Look at that. That's so good.
Wait, I'm missing something here. Where's all my stuff at? Oh, this is why. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
what I reduced it to here.
Good.
This is the last thing I sent you. So this right here, I can separate these elements a little further.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Because once I get this down, I'll be able to. This is probably a mistake in me using this program because I'm lost in it right now. I'll be able to. What do you call it? I'll be able to use this as a style guide for the rest of the book.
Yeah. And the thing is, the style guide, it can't be something that you're not comfortable normally drawing or it's no good, right? It'll change back to your thing anyway. So really, I'm only running all this through now because it's the beginning. And then after that, once you start drawing, I mean, that's got to be you. So I'm just saying this is the last time I really want input, because after that, you're getting cut loose. Here's
Wait a second.
I'm trying to break his nose and put an angle on his nose to put more chisel in it, because this stuff, it turns gooey, you know, if you don't pull. This is me more as an animator, and this is an animation style that really came about probably in the late 90s with the Emperor's New Groove and stuff. They really started pulling harder angles and lines. Atlantis was that way. You'll just see a little more chisel, and then you see it come back kind of in The Incredibles, where they're really trying to put hard lines into these gooey 3D figures. So I don't like things like your soft line on that left eyebrow, like sharpen that up.
This right here.
Yeah, you make your hair so bushy because you're used to putting that fluff in there.
Yeah.
Treat it like a stick or like a blade, like an icon. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm just trying to move quickly here.
Yeah.
So
all I do is I put a dot there and then I pop in a white highlight, and you'll see. Look at that. Yeah.
Because that was the other thing. I wanted to make sure that when we first talked about working together, one of the things we talked about was bringing. That's why I started that way. I was like, oh man, okay, and I was confused at first. I said, oh, I thought, but I understood after that. I said, oh, I realized, okay, yeah. This is
when you
better.
saw what I did with the inks, right? The black and white. When you go in with the inks, you're going to go in with your brush pen and you're going to do your brush pen sculpting and molding of all this stuff. But if your pencils are this like rendered
so
out,
busy,
I just think you're going to get into trouble. So I do want you to get that busy on the inks, as much feathering. If you want to do like the goon treatment and do a full render on this thing, it will be amazing. But my model is always more like Mike Mignola and Frank Miller. They just pull one line and fill it in. And that's Toth and Eisner and those guys far more than rendering. And I'm only saying that because you're going to, on any given comic page, say you're drawing this guy 6 times. I don't want you to have to render that face with all that fluffery 6 times. I'd rather have you pull a great hardcore pose.
Right. And that's something that some people, may or may not be used to when it comes to some of the work that comes out of our group and stuff. But it's really, aside from your stuff, but it's the most efficient way. And it just kind of goes back to things I talk about all the time about how John Buscema, Jack Kirby, all of the great guys, even Toth, if you look at his work, he developed language that was easily repeatable.
Yeah. And if you look at any of those given images up close, well, Toth's case especially, those Eerie comics that I have over here, they're flat out sloppy. He was such a strong artist that even if you throw that line around, it's going to work. And so with your illustrations, they're all about that light touch. And I think on a character and poses with power, I think you'll get more power. So, one of the things that I always thought, I don't want to diss a friend here, but you heard me mention him earlier saying, don't draw like this. Remember that?
I think so. Yes.
Yes. The comic I was referring to.
Yeah.
He's like a great artist. And I always looked at the execution on his comic and say, no one will ever pick this up. He's this incredible artist. And I go, it looks like a ball of goo. It's like soft and gooey looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, he's so much better than that. And I just didn't know how to tell him, like, just adjust your style. Well, like what you do with that knuckle, that's a great shorthand. That's an animator shorthand, just to do one knuckle and pull it down. That's like Chuck Jones, man. And that's all you need is like those fingers are like, they're made of brick, and you'll feel that power so much more than pumping all that anatomy in there. And then when you go to light this thing with when you drop your blacks, heavy blacks, you're going to just bury this thing in shadow, because it's like film noir. I'll try and have this thing almost all take place at night too, so you can put in light where you want.
Yeah, I did look at some great reference for that, and Bruce Timm did a lot of that too.
He did.
Yeah,
In fact, the earlier stuff that you were drawing was looking a little almost too much like Bruce Timm, because he always has that giant, which I love, the giant jaw. I mean, I'm
yeah, yeah,
drawing that, but you know, a little, yeah, that's good. And that face would hold up, at a distance.
right.
If you just did, yeah, if you just did this, look, here he is at a distance. Just he's that shape,
Yeah,
and he's that hair, and he's just a pair of eyebrows and a nose.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I have that here in this drawing.
Yeah, yeah, super reduced. Um, yep.
And then to your point, we can always intensify the line work with the inks, which will make some more sense then. Because now I'm working off of simple lines versus I'm adding things versus
Yeah.
tracing things that don't need to
Yeah,
be.
it's gonna puts more. That's more design. And when I mean design, I mean like the large shape design, because obviously
Mhm.
your hand with a brush has one form of design already that's working so well. But underneath that structure, and if you wanted to do a full blown rendered, feather out his pecs and feather out all the curves versus straights, you could, on a close, when you have a full pager of him,
Mhm.
go in and buff that out with a brush, and it'd look great.
I just wanted to test out like what I could possibly do here. I am planning. Those for you who may be wondering, there is going to be a tier where we will be doing a original piece of art, original page from the book as I complete it. So for the campaign. So if you guys are interested in that, but it's going to be penciled and inked traditionally.
Yeah,
I'm going to be planning everything digitally.
yeah.
Uh,
Thumbnail it all. You can just whatever's fast, you blow it down digital.
yeah, yeah.
It's going to be easy. And
This is one.
I wouldn't print them on there. I mean, I know you're probably looking to save some time, but maybe even light box it or something, because I just hate that blue. Look at how good that is right there. That's great. That's what you want.
Yeah. So this is also helpful because I won't be drawing things in this that I don't need to draw. That's always a drawback, no pun intended. A drawback. It's always a problem in my work when I tend to draw in stuff that I know I'm going to ink over,
Yeah.
but I'm so busy worrying about the structure and the underlying shapes and forms. But really, if you're going to go with something a little simpler, then you may as well just keep that stuff to the end on a simpler
Yeah.
uh,
Keep it
template.
simple. And then when and only detail what you know is in a highlighted area. And you have to do all the workouts of where the light's going to be early, because you want to make sure that that head is not in front of a black area, or the whole thing will disappear. So that's why film noir would do things like put those shades behind him. That's what Frank
Yeah.
Miller does. Blinds.
Yeah.
He'll throw a rectangle on the table so it pops out.
Yeah. Some of your examples earlier, you were doing that already. So
Yeah. You just put an excuse. It doesn't matter if it's accurate. You sculpt around it like that. And Mike Mignola, you can tell in Hellboy, he flat out slaves over the character to figure out where the hand's going to be, what muscle's going to show, what's going in silhouette. That's his entire design process, and he'll spend the whole day penciling a page if he has to get that. And that's a very simple art style, right? But he figures it all out.
I like this too. So I have this right. I like when they like some of the old
Yeah,
the Dracula paintings.
yeah.
You just see that part of the
Yeah,
face.
dude, all the
Well,
time, all the time. That's in framed ink too.
yes, it'll look something like
Steal
this.
everything from framed ink. That's the other thing. All those compositions and stuff is just
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's my plan. Is
And that's what
to
keeps it from looking like Scooby Doo. Your characters, when you originally draw them, might look like a Scooby Doo character. You know, when you originally
right.
do that simplified animated pencil, you throw film noir lighting on it, and they never do that in a cartoon. They'll even self ink the lines to color the shadows blue. They'll never go with that kind of chiaroscuro black.
Well, and then that's the other reason why. When I looked at some of the reference, I have a book on Bruce Timm's work, and
Yeah.
there's a whole section in his noir
Yeah.
stuff,
Yep.
and it's great because of what you just described earlier. When you block out those blacks and everything's nice and chiseled in there, if just looking from far away, it just looks like it's real.
Yeah.
And you don't even notice until you take a closer look.
I gotta find.
Yeah.
Do you ever see my book, Earthboy Jacobus? I don't even know if I have a copy of it here.
I read it a long time ago. Yeah, I'm about to go into the library and Amazon and find your books. I'm missing some. So I'm going to switch here. So I saw the question here was, did he show his female drawing to Doug? I did, Bootsy, and it was a little bit off. I had in my head something different than he had planned for the character. So that was
the only book copy that I have is in black and white. But look, this is all film noir stuff.
Yeah.
This is his retirement party where he realizes his job is done. All this. Look at Silo. Look at this right here. That's that's film noir. Then here he is all alone going back to his apartment.
Yeah.
That focus is terrible. Where is it supposed to be, dude? Right about
That's close. Right there. It's good.
in the fridge, getting milk bottom lit, sitting there on his bed all alone. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just thrown back there.
Oh, delicious.
Look at that. There's an ear.
Yeah.
He's just thinking for 4 pages. This is my favorite. He's putting his shirt on.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Driving. He gets his fast food driving. That's all. He is with a gun. This is a little cartoony, but
Oh yeah.
He's an old guy after he retires, he finds a boy. That's not what this is about. But,
Right.
you know, heavy black. If you draw it like it has to be good black and white. Look at this. Oh, look at that pose. I love this one.
That's good. That's really good.
The monster attacks him. We're going to have that in this book, that kind of stuff.
Well, that might be what I do some sketching for next. But I want to draw a little bit of tighten up the female character a little, make sure she matches what we're doing.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Your presentation of her, she just looked so much like a gooey pinup doll, and that's not who she is. She really is more simple, more like a fairy woman. If you think about her face, just think like a fairy instead of trailer trash.
My problem, what I was thinking of when I first thought of the character, I was thinking of Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights.
Yeah, it ain't that.
So did you see this one?
Yeah, and I still
too much.
Something about it's her eyes and her lips are just
all right, let's try to remedy that.
And I always draw my characters with more greasy hair than that. It's just kind of down more. It's more on their skull instead of poofy like a Wella Balsam commercial. I want like greasy or like plain,
more plain. Hold on, let's see.
All your characters' hair looks like it was washed and blow dried.
Well,
women do blow dry their hair.
They do. They don't all take care of themselves like we do.
That's right. I like it in that it's getting simpler with each one. So you know, just that cheek and jaw that you put there is already less curves. Pull straight lines even on those eyes if you can.
I was just concerned that some of the lines you were drawing make her look too masculine.
Yeah, yeah, I
So I
agree.
thought,
I agree.
so then if I could bring in,
But I'm saying, yeah, I guess so. You can't really make her masculine in the inks and in the pencils and hope you luck out and get a feminine ink.
well, that's one of the reasons why sometimes like the Bruce Tim thing will kind of, they'll get a little softer.
Yeah,
But I know what you mean. I still want, this is almost like, this
and the
is,
eyes are getting too diamondy instead of almondy. So the
that was the
inside
thing
of
you
your
got in mind.
lash is the short curve, and the outside is the long curve in the reverse on the bottom eye. The outside is the short curve, the inside's the long. Yeah. And I really like flattening out that bottom of the eye. So it should not match the top and be diamondy. Usually the bottom of the eye is pretty flat. The top is the curve going over the top of the eye. Yeah. Especially on women like Jessica Rabbit.
Okay. That's actually one of the reasons why you liked the other illustration I did when I did the black cherry.
Yeah.
Now I see what you were kind of going for
And
there.
like her upper lip should always be like black in shadow. It's, if she's going to be a top curve, like, and really get angular with the top lip and then rounded with the bottom because you're trying to pull a straight in there. Yeah. Like, you know, like the old Archie mouths, they do like top lip, bottom lip, and the teeth.
Let's try that again. See, this is why I use Photoshop. I don't feel that comfortable with this program. I know it's supposed to be better.
Nope, not. Yeah.
But this is clip paint.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
got a
feel
better ink line, and it does pull lines better if you're not, like, I find obviously like it's not good for penciling. It's just inking. You should throw down the ink. That dude.
that's not too bad. Let me see if I can. I might have to go back to those lips, but
Yeah. Because her lips aren't supposed to look like a whore got him got the lip implants. She's got the she's got the you know, she's got the Meg Ryan. The bottom one real full, the top one real flat and angular.
but you know that your drawing of her was almost like that. Like
Yeah.
she yeah.
I'll
I
try
was
to
trying to
make
match that. All right, let me try that again because I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to go with a little more classic.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see what I could do. Because let's see. I was also looking at the Creature Box guys.
Oh, they're so good. Greg Baldwin
Yeah.
is a very good friend of mine, old friend.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I hired him back at the Neverhood. He was doing some sculpts for us back when when he was in college. He would hang out at our Neverhood studio in Orange County.
let's see. Is he the one that does the heavier inks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, he's
Way more kind of cartoony, exaggerated. The other guy, I think, pulls better angles.
he's they're both fantastic, but
They're amazing.
Greg is the one I gravitate to more.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this layer up a bit. Reduce my. I want to just barely see that. Okay. Okay, I might have to. It's gonna take a little bit of practice to tighten up that mouth, but
women are hard.
Yeah, they're already challenging for me because I've been drawing half naked men all my life.
Yeah.
But between Bruce Timm, these guys, Arthur Adams does a good job with this too.
He does. I like Arthur Adams. But you know, a simpler is the Cadillacs and dinosaurs guy. You know, more
Schultz, yeah.
yeah. He does great, kind of classic looking, simpler lines into the women.
Everyone
Oh,
on
you know who else
Instagram.
is good is Otto Schmidt
Oh yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
women. He's got it nailed, man.
That guy's so gracious. He for a long time he's been following me, and he just likes my stuff, and I always get a little tickled by that.
Yeah, he's fun. And you can tell he really has fun with women. Like he's really enjoying drawing and experimenting and all that.
But I want her to. I still want her to. I still think she's supposed to be beautiful based on your descriptions of
She
her.
is, but that's not beautiful. That's just her eyebrows. The eyes are right. The nose, I would even avoid putting a nostril on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you can, just hit the bottom of the nose, just with that. Looks a little alieny. Maybe not.
Or I could do one of these things.
Dude, the nostrils make her look like a reptile.
All right, all right.
You like nostrils, man.
Because they look natural. They're supposed to be there. But like, look at her hair. Her hair is much greasier.
Yeah, I
You
like
have
it.
to
I like it.
I
Like
love
brutal.
No, but I tell you, and this is for anyone that's paying attention here. You might be saying, Elliot, what's going on here? This is not the way you normally draw. You don't understand. This is what I love to do. When I drew the male character, and I'm just trying to keep things. I don't know how much of this project you've shared yet, so I'm keeping most of it quiet. But
Yeah. It's best to keep it quiet till we launch. How's that?
yeah, sounds good. But the good news is, guys, whatever is happening on these digital files, they're all going to appear in the sketchbook. These will all be rejected designs and stuff, but it'll be still good stuff for you guys to check out when the campaign launches.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, now I kind of see what you mean. I almost feel like that almost works. Maybe just a little triangle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like just a little drop shadow on there.
You said a reptile. I still feel like you don't think she needs that little thing right there?
Lizard girl. Oh, lizard girl. Flatten that top lip out. Lizard girl. I mean, if I did a woman's nostril, I would not draw the hole. I'd put a slot there. You know what I mean? Not a hole, but just like a single line. A single line. Going the other way. The other way. Point it that way.
Oh, that's not, I never draw it that way. Okay. It gives her a cute nose, right? So she's attractive.
It's going in.
Yeah. Okay. And by the way, guys, you don't even know how much of a treat this is for me to be hanging out with Doug TeNapel and learning from him. These are great things, and these are things that we talk about all the time, even when we're going through other types of discussions on YouTube. But it's just been great for me to challenge myself to simplify, because that's kind of the story of my life this year. I've literally been getting rid of stuff in my studio, getting rid of stuff, books and out of my library, just things that don't. Oh, by the way, I have that Mickey Mouse book to set aside for you.
Oh, cool.
And just trying to find ways to, so she matches him more already.
Yeah.
I might have to just darken her eyes. I think you like her being.
I do, like that, and leave just a highlight at the bottom of her cornea there, so you can put color in if you need to give her color. It makes her makes their eyes look more dilated, kind of, instead of the thin pin, especially if it's at night. Be dilated.
But simplification is important. I think that it's kind of the mantra in my life right now, and trying to make sure that I'm keeping my stuff as clean as possible. Not clean like maturity clean. I mean like getting rid of the dross in my life. And so it's happening in my work too. I want it to happen in my work. That's where I want it to happen the most.
Yeah.
Now our woman is nice and humble, but she's not that humble up here.
Yeah, she looks like she looks like it's the pose you picked. This woman would never arch her back and stick her leg out. So she
Well,
stands almost like
okay,
a man. And
okay,
then
okay.
suddenly having a big rack, which God gave her, is kind of more normal. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
That's why I kind of put her in less revealing clothes.
Well, I was doing Ricky Bobby, so that's no good.
Yeah, yeah. This isn't that kind of girl. This is a plain woman of the soil.
You know what? Ah, I know who's my template for her in real life. The gal from Waco, Texas, the guy, the couple that do all those house renovations
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Like her. Yeah, just like
Oh
that's
yeah,
what I mean.
beautiful and
Yeah.
elegant,
Yep.
and plain too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like
She's not foxy. She's
yeah, and she can hold her own. You know, when she goes toe to toe with her husband, she can hold her own. Already made her head too small here.
well. I'm kind of. I wanted to give her a size head that matched. Well, I guess she could go a little smaller. But if I make it too small, her shoulders are already broad enough. Unless I shrink her down a bit. Let's see here. Papa Kinusu says the girl next door. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So I also feel like we don't need to give her such a giant like the cleavage top either. Then let's just keep her like this. It's easier to draw.
Yeah. Yeah. Simple lines. And a lot of these characters, the way that they were originally designed, anyways, and this is something I got from Peter Pan. I just put all their legs in silo, like they're all wearing black pants and just no lines. And you have to, you know, because the really a comic isn't about anybody's legs. It just isn't.
So now that I have you here, for the sake of everyone here, talk. I have in the description a link to your latest Indiegogo campaign,
Yeah.
Bigfoot Bill.
Oh,
Do you want to talk at all about that while we're doing some of
sure.
this?
Bigfoot Bill is, oh, by the way, I just got a call from a Travel Channel producer who wants to use a bunch of the images for a paranormal show they're doing. Yeah. He goes, I'd like a license just to use for an episode of this Travel Channel thing they're doing on these. I go, look, they're really cartoony. Are you sure? He goes, yeah, yeah. He goes, we're just going to kind of throw them in montages. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and they're going to use footage from my movie I directed called Mothman, which I did back in '97 and
Oh
never
yeah.
released. I was ashamed. So that could work out.
Well, I guess this will be the first outing of one of the characters in your story then.
Yeah, yeah. So it's about a Bigfoot that just wants to find his family, and he's stuck in a cryptozoological kind of warehouse, the government, where they hide all these creatures from the public. And so he ends up in escaping. He ends up causing a chain reaction of events that releases all of the cryptozoological creatures in downtown LA. So he and some of them are evil. In the first book, it is Mothman is evil, and the main bad guy is Poseidon, and you know he's learning to kind of take responsibility for what he did, I guess, in the first book. And it's real wacky humor. It's an action comedy, you know, kind of a adventure comedy.
What about some of the things that your backers are going to get?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
goodies.
yeah.
We're making a video game that is only for the backers. I'm the creator of Earthworm Jim, so I know video games, and I'm working with one of the Earthworm Jim guys to make a a free downloadable game. It's just going to be kind of a demo of Bigfoot Bill shooting. He has the Kraken attached to his body, so he uses the tentacles as whips, kind of. Because it's
Okay.
not just any Bigfoot book. I would never do that. Had to go in and had to fix things. So he has a Kraken attached to his chest that gives him paranormal powers. Basically, the Kraken is the gate to hell. Look at this
So
girl. Look at this girl. She's sweet. She's kind of sweet.
yeah. See, now I'm asking the question: why am I drawing this? Okay, no, I'm
Sweet.
just kidding.
Oh
So
no, it's just
let's simplify further then.
yeah. But even
So
angles in her hair. Look, I'm putting a flat on top. I'm going to do her part with an angle to try and put, even though she's soft and the hair flows, it's going to go against the shoulder that puts an angle there. You know?
yeah, I see it.
It's getting it's too poofy, too soft. Angle.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's just stronger.
Well, yeah. So let me clean this up then. I also give her bushier eyebrows. Probably not the best thing.
Yeah.
She looked like a lizard, and then caterpillars on her face.
Caterpillars on her face. Yeah.
So it sounds like, and I know this is the truth, but it sounds like you have a running theme in some of your books, some of your works. You mentioned the gateway to hell, and
Yeah.
what's
That's in
what's that
everything.
about? I know you like to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, it's always to me, there's only one form of evil. And if you have something take place on earth, then the greatest form of evil is always going to be devil, hell, death. Those are things that we can relate to. And then the ultimate good I may never show, because there's all kinds of different levels of good right up to the top. So I may never show God himself, right? I can't even approach that. So instead I have these lesser gods, which Tolkien and Lewis always had. So I have Poseidon in there, and there's different powers of lesser goods. That's kind of the worldview that I sculpt within. And the reason why I like a lot of Gate to Hell stuff is I'll have all these lesser evils, and then who do they report to? It's like there's got to be king evil. So even the bad, almost like Virgil, different levels of hell and stuff like that. There's different levels of bad characters, and then there's ultimate bad. And the characters always have to confront and deal with ultimate bad in the stories.
I love it. I love it. Hey, notice you don't draw a lot of eyebrows on your
me.
On her. She's got no eyebrows. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Where? This one here? She has
eyebrows. Yeah, she's got little eyebrows. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't draw the caterpillars. And I flatten them out instead of have them all point up the same. You got the same on your guy. Why is everyone doing the cat expression like, oh? That's not normal. Those eyebrows down, Elliot. Busting your balls. Where did the eyebrows go?
Well, that's a signature thing.
Yeah.
I think. All right, so that's okay. I like her. I like her being. I like simplifying her this way.
Yeah, like a Nagel. Nagel was perfect at simplifying.
Really. Yeah.
That was his whole thing.
Well, Doug, I don't want to. I'm not trying to push you away, but I know you're not feeling so well. You don't have to hang out that long. I know.
No, I'm good. Just a little longer. I'm good. I want to work out the story with you.
Okay. Do you want to do that here? No.
Care.
No. Let's not do that. That's getting away too much.
Look at this girl. Look at this one. What's wrong with that right there? How many lines did I use?
3.
Yeah, it's like a couple.
Oh, this is good. This is the challenge of a lifetime for me here. Can I do it? This is like
can. I know you can.
This is like the rock, that new rock show. This is me. Bootsy says, "Rubber meets the road." Elliot, do cat eyebrows.
Cat eyebrows.
Meow, meow, meow. Maybe. Oh, we've got to have. We've got to have. We gotta have. We gotta have EVP sessions. We have to have the characters going. They hear sounds.
Yeah.
They hear voices in the static.
Yeah.
He said Jim. He said Jim.
I feel a temperature drop. I just felt the other thing that none of it quantifiable, right? The other one is he looks at the other guys, these guys, but all he does is go around looking horrified. He looks at the other guys, he goes, I just felt some kind of dread. Going, is that science? What machine did you use for that?
It's the dread meter.
I just felt, and the other thing is like something just pinched something. I just felt a pain in my side. I'm going like, is that science? How am I supposed to believe that? They're just making up all this stuff.
It could just be tuna fish. We don't know.
Yeah. Something bit me. Look, guys. And he's gouging his own side. He lifts up his shirt and there's like a tiny bit of a freckle there or something. It bit me.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Horrible.
Well, I like those shows. They make me giggle.
All my kids watch them and they just make fun of them the whole time. They'll learn to mock the dead. It's such a frustrating show. I really can't watch it. They watch it.
Sometimes
then I go, come on, guys. Come on.
Sometimes though, they go into they always
talk out into the air. If you're here and you need to communicate to us, and they have a Geiger counter or something. It just went up to the left. Yeah. The other one is the photographic dust.
Oh yeah.
There's always like they're going dust. They go, this room is hermetically sealed. There's no way dust could get in here.
Except for what came in with them.
Showing dust. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Hate it.
Someone says, Felix Haas says, EVP? No, it's EVS making his glugging noises as he drinks. You know what? Does she have her ears out? I don't think so.
No.
Have her ears out. Done. Now she's even more attractive. Now she looks like a monkey.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, it matches him a lot more. Yeah, I can tighten this up further.
Yeah, actually, that's really good. Really good.
She's still too round on her shoulders and things like that, but I can clean that up.
Yeah, you drop the shoulder because she would not put her hands on her hip unless she was yelling at him, and she wouldn't do the sexy thing with her hands. She'd really and I like angular shoulders too. Small, angular.
So maybe she keeps her hands behind her back or something like that.
Maybe behind her back, at her side. She always has something in her hands.
I'm just saying, every time I see ladies take pictures, there's always this pose. I'm just saying.
Ugh.
I'm just saying. And duck lips.
Yeah.
Duck lips have not gone out of style. I don't understand why not.
Me.
I don't get it. So let's go ahead and just trim her up a little bit here. So just for the sake of the discussion here and there, everybody's read my last comment. It says Uncanny Kodiak. Let me see. I have to admit, my kid and I have watched the ad for Bigfoot Bill at least 20 times in one night, several nights in a row. We both loved the hell out of it.
Oh,
no pun intended. Boom. See?
That's
good times. That's an endorsement and a half.
Fun video to make. We'll have to make a nutty video for this thing too, dude.
Yeah,
it's gonna be screwed up.
Are we both signing the book?
No. Signing. I'm putting you on all fulfillment, man. I'm not.
Okay.
Well, I should say I'll do whatever you need me to do, but that was just mean.
Well, I was gonna say, I could carry all 17,000 books to your house.
Yeah.
I'll drive it up.
What they do for that, I'm doing this for Bigfoot Bill. They do what's called a tip-in. So they print that, whatever that page is, right? The signing page. It might have the title on it or something. There's room for us to sign.
Right.
They just print the page and send you the stack of pages.
Well, I'll
to
tell you what.
sign. So then you'd mail me the stack, and I sign them all and get them back to you. Then you get them back to the printer with both our signatures on them.
Do you
You know what
really
I mean?
want to sign all those?
I mean, if I have to.
I'll adjust the perk. I'll adjust the perk. So it'll just be me signing for now.
I mean,
It'll be
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Put a higher perk for $5 more for both our signatures.
that's what I was. I
So
could
man.
do that. Well, it's hard because we're in different cities, different states. It's not like we're right around the corner from each
You know
other.
what? I will sign every book, but it's going to cost a little more to do a tip in. Is all. You'll have them print the pages.
Well, I'm not suggesting that we have to do it. I'm just saying
I'm just saying the backers might expect it. So
that's true, and that's true. That'll make it more. So worst comes to worst, this time I was planning on visiting you anyways. If we have to do it that way, we'll do it that way.
yeah,
I will deliver it, and then you can ship it back.
yeah. I've got. If I reach, I'm about to tick over. I think it's 140. I'm at 134 or 135. I hit 135 today. When I hit
Wow.
140, I have to do a Bigfoot Bill sketch in all of the sketchbooks, and I think I'm up to 700 sketchbooks now. I have to do
Holy moly.
700 Bigfoot Bill head sketches because I'm trying to move sketchbooks.
Yeah.
So that should do it.
Right. Because those are special. Those are special. So this girl looks just pleasant.
This girl's a little like a little brick house-ish, but she's cool.
See, yours is a little sweeter than mine. I think my chin is too long.
I'm telling you, I think it's in the eyes. It's in the eyes.
Well, you went okay.
The eyes. I'm not even drawing the bottom lid. I'm just heavying up the shadow on the top and going just real simple.
I see what you're doing. This
and
is
flatten it out a little bit. You're going up and down. Don't do that.
I'm copying you.
Dude, that looks like a cougar. just do we're just gonna do you're gonna start thin and then you just build it out at the end.
Okay.
And then big solid black eye, maybe something like that. Look at that. That's a perfect woman eye right there. Let me get this up on the camera. Look at that right there. There's a chick. Cartoon chick eye.
It's very good.
Pretty.
It's very good. It is a lot more like Archie in that way.
Yeah. Yeah. But his is so formulaic by the time he did it that he, thin in the middle and thick on the outside. That's all I'm doing. And then the nose is just a drop of the nose. Drop. And then we're doing lips. That's a horse-faced one right there.
Ooh. Mine?
Oops.
I'm not trying to.
I'm going to save this thing.
Oh, yours? Oh, yeah. That's part of the sketchbook.
I got to save it. No, I mean, I'm going to rescue this drawing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it.
Rescue the drawing. Just pissed. Oh.
Okay, so I'm looking back here. I'm just going to give you guys some love over on Instagram. Let's see. We're down to 5 people watching.
Oh, I chased them all off. They're all not Elliot.
Because they can't hear. They're just watching us. And they can't really. I'm not addressing their comments or any questions. So hello, Mountain Sprout. Hello, Hug 2201. I wish you guys had really, really cool names. Like one is 730 Figs. I mean, I appreciate that.
You can't go through life with that name on your Instagram.
And they're doing good though. Everybody's excited. Everybody's excited to be there with their names. I like when you say, "Oh, we're using our real names now."
Using our real names now. The worst names that come. That's my. One guy's name is Kill Everything. I go, oh, Mr. Kill Everything. We're using our real names now.
Okay, I'm not sure about that anymore, but like I said, this is me sketching here. I might later on tonight switch back over to paper.
Yeah.
Just to get more into more native atmosphere for drawing because this is still a little. I
Yeah,
don't have,
computers. Yes.
you know what it is too.
Figuring this stuff out is hard. Unless
Well,
I only use computers if I'm tracing over someone else's work.
Benjamin Hopwood says my name is cool. It is cool, Benjamin, because it's your real name.
Yeah, real names.
Cosmetti says hello, Elliot and Doug. What's up, Cosmetti? What's up?
Yeah.
So
No,
don't forget
no
to hit.
sociopath ever uses his real name. So I'm just saying, automatic guy you can trust more. It's his real name.
Oh, how about these artists though? H.R. Geiger. Is that his real name? Giger?
HR
He's kind
Puffin,
of weird.
HR Puffin stuff.
That was also real. Was that real name?
No,
Yeah.
I think
Wish it
Giger
were.
was his real name, wasn't it? With a name like that, of course
Maybe his
he's gonna,
first name was
of course he's
Heinrich.
gonna go into horror.
Gosh, it's like when people are surprised that oh look, Nasser Rabadi says me toots.
Me too.
Hashtag me toots. That was funny.
Yeah,
You're a champ, Nasser. You're a champ, brother. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
there's a cute girl. Ish.
Yeah, yeah, it's
She's a
good.
little
See,
mad. She's a little mad.
so you also elected to go straight with the face. I'm giving a lot of curves to the face here. Maybe I
Yeah, I mean,
too
that's
far
probably,
further.
it could be too angular, but it's, I see it a lot in cartoons. Bruce Timm, I mean, he does not curve out the face.
Well, he does do the heart-shaped face though.
Yeah.
He does this. He could give the female a
Yeah, cheek.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying no cheek. I'm just saying when it goes down to the straight line, down to the jaw, that should be he pulls a single straight line.
I'm going to throw in a little J. Scott Campbell here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
I think that works.
Yeah.
That can work in this style. It's not derivative, but it's in line with the Bruce Timm look,
Yeah.
perhaps, and then we can kind of
Yeah. That's cute. Look at that. That's working.
yeah.
Pull that
It's
that right eye back toward the right a little bit. Don't you think it's too far in? Move it out.
this one here.
No, the other one. The other one. The other one. That one. Can you just copy and paste that to the right?
Well, I can select it and move it.
Yeah, select it and move it over there to the right a little bit. See what happens. Just to open up higher, a little bit higher. Yep. Yep. There. That might be a little
That's
far.
not.
Might be a little
Yeah,
far out.
maybe, but it still works better. I see what you're trying to do there.
Yeah.
It's something that it almost has like a you know what it is? It's almost like a feline
Yeah.
feel, and it's a nice contrast to his droopy eyes. I gave
Well,
him
his eyes should be squinty, not droopy. I don't want him looking tired, but squinty, like Clint Eastwood or something. I don't know.
Let's do that. I don't know what's going on here. Why is this giving me so much trouble? See, this is my I say what I say about Photoshop because I don't have any of this kind of trouble in Photoshop.
Really?
All of a sudden, yeah, I'm fighting against the app. Oh, I see why I'm painting. You do nos.
I find people who learn Photoshop first have a harder time on Manga Studio or Clip Studio Paint. Whereas I learned on Clip Studio Paint, I did 10 times more on that than I've ever done in Photoshop. So it's a lot. It's just the feel. I know how to make it.
I grew up on Photoshop. That's my native tongue. It's like the religion of my
your
ilk.
youth.
Yeah. But you know what? This is giving him a mascara feel. Maybe I just get rid of that line.
Yeah.
Instead.
Get rid of the bottom line.
Yeah, yeah. This is more like this reminds me of George Tuska.
Yep. Take that eyelash off that far eye too. You got a little bulge going up. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Look at him pulling a flat. Good.
Yeah, better. This almost looks like this almost looks like the Scooby-Doo, the recent Scooby-Doo animated show. There was like there was a style they used to it, and it had that kind of look. Which really, I remember I did that for a while based off of George Tuska, which was an Iron Man artist in comics, and he was an odd
Was he doing the
gentleman.
design work on it?
No, this is a very early comic book work, but he you know, he practiced such things. Okay, this is gonna have to go here.
She looks good, man. That looks good.
Looks better, right? So we're gonna come here. All right, so I'm happy with her like that. We'll do something with her arm. Her arm should be more straight and this way. So I'll clean that up later. We'll give her a more pedestrian.
Yeah, yeah, and you'll drop her boobs down when she goes back, when she tilts her body forward. She's not trying to get them out there. She's going to pull them back and down and look more comfortable. They'll hang down more comfortable, and her shoulders down too. All right, let's do a story stream.
Okay. So we're wrapping this one up?
When you're ready. When you're ready. I just want to kind of nail an outline together and kind of do some quick beats.
Just do this right quick so I can have that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, kids. Oh, I lost everybody already on Instagram. Very cool, because it's almost an hour.
Everyone's gone.
It's only an hour long. That's okay. That's all right. They're going to come over eventually and see it. This is I haven't been this active on Instagram in a long time. I just post pictures, but I haven't done the videos in a while. So guys, I want to thank you, all of you, so much for joining me and Mr. Dr. Naple here on my show. This has been a session of character development for our next campaign. We're excited for it. I want you guys to just be on the lookout. It's going to be launched probably within the next week or so. So keep your eyes peeled and your ears open.
We'll run a pre-campaign out to your mailing list and my mailing list, and maybe we'll put the link out there or something. We need to come into that pre-campaign, so when it launches, boom, you get a little head start. It's going to really help this book out and help Elliot out.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We're gonna have a blast making this book, and the sole idea is to give you something a little spooky. Spooky. We're gonna put our hero through the meat grinder for you.
Oh yeah, nothing like that. I love it. I love it when the guy comes back, is all beat up. That's our man. That's every man.
He's our audience. He's our audience. We're gonna put him to the meat grinder.
All right, kids. Thanks so much for hanging out. We appreciate you all so much, and we'll be talking very, very soon.
Oh.
Oh.